Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of Trigger Warning Radio. I am your host, the Kaiju Conservative. So I don't often profile a celebrity tweet. Who am I kidding? I profile celebrity tweets all the time, especially when they're batshit crazy leftists. But I don't often profile tweets from celebrities that just make a whole hell of a lot of sense. So I decided I would do that today with a tweet from Kirstie Alley. Now, you might remember Kirstie Alley as an iconic actress of the 80s and 90s stage. I don't know about stage, but big screen, small screen. She was on a ton of movies and a ton of TV shows, most notably Cheers and the Look Who's Talking movies back in the 80s. I still remember to this day, as a kid, watching Cheers with my grandma just about every night. It was one of the shows that I enjoyed as a kid, even though I didn't really understand a whole lot of the jokes. Well, Kirstie Alley went ahead and tweeted some truth about the current insanity that is gripping our country, the leftist-driven insanity that is gripping our country. And she said, I don't give an F if you hate Trump, but how the hell do you justify all this destruction and violence? How do you not even try to speak out to stop it? You are cowards, and you Summer of Love idiots are just insane. That, of course, is a reference to the defenders of the now defunct Chaz/Chop over in Seattle that was broken up by the mayor after, what was it, 3, 4, 5 shootings? I don't know how many shootings. There were quite a few of them. At least one person was killed in that series of shootings when paramedics were unable to respond because of the violent Chaz protesters. And Kirstie Alley, she got a lot of support for this tweet, and she got a lot of hate for it, and she is 100% correct in this tweet. I mean, there's no way to say it. I mean, yeah, we all agree that the killing of George Floyd was a horrible thing, but almost nobody agrees that the right response to that sort of thing is to burn down buildings and go on a looting rampage and set up your autonomous zones and declare yourself free from all government and all laws because of racism. Almost nobody agrees with that, and yet that's what the Democrats are hell-bent on promoting and praising and cheering, because they have absolutely nothing else. They have no strategy going into this election cycle. In fact, the best that they can come up with, the one person they're able to pick to run against incumbent President Trump, who is still a strong incumbent no matter what anybody says, just by virtue of the fact that incumbents almost always win re-election. But there's also a lot of other things in his favor as well. I might have to do a video on that sometime. But the best they can do against President Trump is to trot out a man who, by all rights, should be spending his final days at home, at a nursing home. I mean, let's face it, that's how bad Joe Manchin is. And she, like I said, she got a lot of love for this tweet. She got a lot of hate for this tweet. I agree with her 100%. Let's take a look at some of the responses. We have someone here who says, "Why don't you speak out about what is causing the protest? That would be a start." Oh, what? The fact that Cambry over here says, what's causing them? They're planned and well-funded by liberals. This is 2016 all over again to a T. Keep up. She's exactly right. This is the exact strategy that the leftists followed back in 2016. And I've been saying for years, you can go back to any of my videos on this subject, and you can see that I've been saying for years that 2020 is going to make 2016 look like romper room. They have absolutely no strategy. They're desperate as hell, and so they're ramping up the violence. It's the only thing they've got. Let's see, 25% of liberals are on medication for mental illness. That's scary. It means 75% are running around untreated. I don't know about that statistic, but scary if true. You got a bunch of other amens. I agree. So on and so forth. Don't you know, Kirstie, that as long as you do it in the name of oppression, you can destroy whatever you want and hurt whoever you want, and it's perfectly fine? Come on, get with the program. Yeah, he's absolutely right. Not only can you do that, but you don't have to wear a mask while you're doing it, and you don't have to social distance. So you get the best of all worlds when when you're rioting and looting in the name of oppression and racism and social justice. I love Fired Up Kirstie. Yeah. I gotta admit, I love her too. I've followed her for quite a while now. She's not always political, and when she's political, I don't always agree with her. She's not conservative by any means. I would say more center right. Is how I would characterize her. At least her tweets. I don't know what she's like in real life. I would have a feeling she's probably pretty close to how she is on Twitter. But yeah, center right, I think, is a pretty good description of her. Let me just take a couple more tweets. Uh, so you love all that he's doing. No, that's not what she said at all, you freaking moron. She didn't say that she loves all or even anything of what Trump is doing. You missed the point entirely. What she's saying is, even if you hate Trump, burning down buildings and looting and killing is unacceptable. It doesn't matter what the reason is. It doesn't matter who's in charge. It doesn't matter who the president is, whether it's Trump, whether it's Barack Obama, whether it's somebody else, whether Joe Manchin actually wins. Rioting, looting, and killing is not acceptable. That is what she's saying, and that is the point that Robert here blatantly missed. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this video right here for now. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. As always, if you liked what you heard, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Both of those things help me out quite a bit, and I will see you all next time.